Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice long weekend. Um, Today we're supposed to be a test, and guess what? We're moving it back. We're pushing it um, to next week, which is our new finals week. Since we're not having the actual finals week, we're finishing school a week early. I don't know if you've noticed that. All right, so uh, that's what I remembered right after I had posted the fact that we're going to have a test and I will be posting a study guide. So what I want to do is I really do want to cover our last unit of the year, which is human impact, and we're going to do it in a very in a brief and truncated fashion. So you get and I think this is a good opportunity to kind of weave in natural selection, which we kind of covered in these, maybe not in the assignments properly, but definitely in our video chats. We've covered how COVID and how the coronavirus has, the potential to uh, to to mutate, to grow, to change, and how other things could be affected, or other viruses coming down the pike um, might kind of present the same difficulties that we're experiencing right now. So the last unit is human impact, and so I just wanted to cover. I just wanted us to go over, what it is that what are the effects of humans on the planet, and this is a great opportunity for us to explore that because we're kind of we've kind of, with the lockdown, taken ourselves out of the ecosystem in a way, right? There's less travel, both air, sea travel, and road travel. So there's less interaction with wildlife, with nature, and so I'm sure you've seen news articles, you've seen video clips on YouTube or whatever of all these different things happening, animals, sheep, wild sheep in California that no one's ever seen before, new birds, or birds that people thought weren't around anymore. I was listening to a show, a science show, and they were discussing how the bird calls are more discernible, or people can hear them better. And what do you think about the fact that these distractions, or these interferences with animals, the animals communicate vocally, birds especially. So now that there's less road noise, there's less noise from airplanes and trains, what do you think? What do you think the effect is on birds? And the other thing is, they migrate, have migratory patterns. There's obviously less aircraft in the air. So what do you think is happening, right? So what we're going to do is, you've been assigned this article in Newsela, and before I go into the article, let me get my pointer. Let's see, right here. Okay, so there's a reading level uh, meter here that you can change, right? So from max to 500L, which is the minimum. So if you think you need to adjust this to understand the article better, please go ahead and do so. Okay, so if you change it, the words kind of change, or the article, the obviously the concepts remain the same, but the way they're presented, they become simpler. All right, so this article again is about what's happening with um, nature. There's mountain goats taking over places like Wales. I think yesterday I saw a picture of an alligator on a alligator floater in Miami somewhere, or in Florida, right? So there's animals coming out of the woodwork. And so why is it that we don't see them normally? right? The answer may be obvious to you, but there might be some things that you may not have thought of, okay? And some things that because we know, like lights, because we know that humans impact the nature negatively. Even before the lockdown, we've taken steps to kind of minimize the effect of humans, the impact humans have. So what are those things that we do, right? These are some questions you can explore. And then once you're done reading the article, there's some activities off to the right-hand side. There's power words, words that are highlighted in the text that you can, you know, uh, check your understanding by choosing what you think goes with these words, what's the opposite of or what's similar to these words. And there's, once you're done, you go to next, there's 10, okay? And then there's a writing prompt about, says, do you have an experience that is similar to or related to the one described in the text? You can talk about anything. I know some of you have gone to the ocean to look at the bioluminescence. What'd you think of that? By the way, that's a natural occurrence. It happens all the time in the open ocean. It's nothing like miraculous or, it's obviously wonderful, right? It's, I don't know if you've seen the video of the boat with the dolphins kind of trailing and then going forward, and the trails of the dolphins are lit by the bioluminescence. That's a bacterial bloom. And then those bacteria, when they're agitated, when they're touched, they actually light up. So you have this bioluminescence. It's natural. It happens. And why is it happening now? You can maybe ask that question and answer it for yourself. Okay. And at the end, the last part of this is a brief quiz. You're not being scored on it, but once you're done with this, you can submit it. Your score gets recorded in Newsela. I go in and check and put the points in for Aries. All right. And then on that topic, there's been, some kind of confusion about the progress report grades. These grades were taking into account your missing assignments. So when I'm grading, I exclude the missing assignments because I want you to watch your grade improve with your work that you're doing, and hopefully we're beyond the point of earning points and more thinking about learning, right? And seeing how science is applying to our daily everyday lives, right? So the emphasis, as far as I go, is on learning and knowing. And so your grades, your third quarter grade progress report is your grade accounting for the missing assignments. Your second semester grade will not be lower than your third quarter grade, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But in the meantime, you can look at what your actual grade is, and if that encourages you or motivates you to do more work, hopefully you will. And again, it's a weird thing for teachers to, or for me to, kind of force your hand at doing work. If I'm successful, you'll be curious enough to look at things like what we're discussing today, right? So hopefully I am a successful teacher. A lot of you are turning in work, so that makes me happy and kind of selfishly proud, right? And one last thing, we're ending the year. I miss you guys. Wish we had the time in the classroom to kind of learn all these things, answer all your interesting questions you have. So please, if we don't see each other before the end of the year, please do come by my room next year. Say hi. And what's going on right now. Hopefully, some of you are motivated to take what's going on now and kind of, think about how you could be part of it, how you could be part of the solution, how you could be one of these scientists that explores what's happening, that is looking for a vaccine, or a someone like a physical or um, community health person, a nurse, a first responder. So all this starts with turning in stuff, jumping through the hoops, getting stuff done so you can show other people, get into college, get that degree, and then hopefully get into a position where you can do what you want to positively affect your community, nature, the earth. All right. So hopefully I will talk to you soon. Today or this week will be light. It'll be this assignment and then a study guide for the upcoming tests, which should be not hard at all. All right. Unlike the last one, which was deceptively difficult. This last one will be basically covering natural selection and human impact. All right. So hope you're having a good day, and I will talk to you soon, or hopefully see you soon.